I don't usually do TikToks this late at night. In fact, I just finished my Rational Boomer podcast. But as I'm going through TikTok and some other internet media, I'm hearing some things that are kind of intriguing, kind of surprising. Now, all of this is speculation. I first heard this from Keith Olbermann from his Countdown podcast. Now, I like Keith Olbermann a lot. I think he's very smart and he has an interesting way to tell a story. And I saw him talking about something that he said was purely speculation. There was no inside information, but apparently there's some talk going around. Joe Biden's been getting a lot of heat that he should step aside because of his debate performance. I've often said I don't think he should step aside. He gives us the best opportunity to beat Donald Trump in November. But now the speculation is adding something different to that whole mix. The speculation is this, that Kamala Harris would take over as the presidential candidate on the ticket. But even more than that, what would happen is Joe Biden would resign, Kamala Harris would be the president, now the incumbent president, and she would be running at the top of the ticket come November. That's interesting. Apparently, there's some polling out there that suggests that Joe Biden is now 5 points behind Donald Trump, but Kamala Harris is only 2 points. That surprises me. And I don't trust polls, so I don't know really how to take that. But what's even more interesting, if Kamala Harris was the candidate, she'd have to find a vice president, a current sitting vice president. And she could go out and pick one of the governors from one of the swing states that happen to be very popular. That could be very intriguing. That would be intriguing. I still think we should go with Joe if he can make it. But if there's talk of this, maybe he can't make it. And if that's the case, this is the best choice. And I don't hate this choice because I like Kamala Harris. And can you imagine Kamala Harris in a debate with Donald Trump? Jesus, that would be ugly. So that's what they're talking about. There is no substantiation to this. It's all speculation, but sometimes that speculation means something. Where there's smoke, there's fire. So we'll see. We'll be talking about it more without question, but that's what they're talking about. We'll see what happens.